Today we are going to learn some more things about the present perfect, especially when we use it with time expressions as for the since, already, just, and yet. Let's revise first what we studied the previous time. We use the present perfect to talk about our experiences. Because time is not important. This is just something that happened in our lives, and we don't know when this action happened. For example, have you ever traveled to Europe? No, I have never been to Europe. Remember that when we form the present perfect, we use it with the auxiliary have or has, and then the past participle form of the verb. Take into account that when we talk about experiences, we generally use these time expressions that you can see in purple: ever and never. We use ever in questions before the verb and never when we talk about negative ideas, and we use it before the verb too. Now, look at these examples. I have studied English in Ireland since 2008. I have studied English in Ireland for 12 years. In both of these examples, we are using the present perfect too. As you can see, I have studied. But there are two new time expressions, since and for. Before, we mentioned that time is not important when we talk about our experiences, but the present perfect has other uses too. The first one is to talk about actions that started in the past and continue in the present. We generally ask questions about this using how long, and the answer will be for or since. That is, an action that started in the past and it is still happening. It happens now, in the present. For example, I have studied English for many years. So, I started studying English some years ago, and now I am still a student of English. So, how long have you studied English? I have studied English for many years. So pay attention that we use for with a period of time. And we use since with a specific moment in time. We use it with a point in time, a particular moment in the past. So I can say, as in here, I have studied English in Ireland since 2008 or for 12 years. If I started in 2008 and I continue now, it's been 12 years. So that's why we have a period of time. So these periods can be, for example, 10 years, 15 minutes, 9 months, 20 years, or the rest of my life. But if I give a specific moment in time, I would say, since last Tuesday, since January, since 2001, since the Middle Ages, and since 6:30. Let's see some more examples. I can say, I have lived in London for 6 years, or I have lived in London since 2010. Another example. I haven't been on holiday for ages. Or, I haven't been on holiday since last year. Take a look that here we give a specific moment. It was last year. That is the moment when this action started. And until now, it continues like that. So, I didn't go on holidays last year, and I couldn't go this year either. So, I haven't been on holiday since last year. I haven't smoked for weeks. Or, I haven't smoked since June. And the same with some other examples, as you can see in the image. But look at these other examples too. Have you eaten the apples yet? Yes, I have already eaten them. Or I can also say, I have just eaten the apples. Or, no, I haven't eaten the apples yet. In all of these cases, I am also using the present perfect, but in this case, it has a different use, because here we use the present perfect to talk about actions that started in the past, and probably they may have a result in the present. Maybe they finished, maybe they didn't, but if they finished, there is a clear result, consequence, that is visible now in the present. For example, I have already cleaned my room, or she has already sent the email. In this particular case, I use already to say that the action is complete. It is finished. And now the visible result is that my room is clean. In the second case, we use yet to say that this action did not happen in the past, but it will probably happen soon. That's why we plan to do it. For example, I haven't cleaned my room yet. Or she hasn't sent the email yet. Have you finished your work yet? So we use yet in negative and questions or interrogative sentences. And this is just to say that I haven't cleaned my room yet would mean, for example, let's go to the example. I haven't cleaned my room yet. My room is dirty now. I couldn't clean it before, but I will clean it soon. And maybe my boss can ask me, have you finished your work yet? He is expecting me to finish this work. He's planning that I finish this work soon. Now, maybe the action is finished, but it has been done recently. I mean, a minute ago. When we want to express that this action has finished a minute ago, then in that case we use just. For example, I've just cleaned my room. So maybe you can now look at me and I am all dirty because I finished cleaning this room some minutes ago. Pay attention to the position in the sentence. We use already before the action. We use yet in negative and interrogative sentences at the end of the sentence. And we also use just in affirmative sentences, just like already, but before the action, as you can see in the picture. Let's see some more examples. We've already had our breakfast. So in this case, it's finished. It's complete. Has the post arrived yet? In this case, yet means that it's not complete, but it will happen soon. I'm not hungry. I've just had dinner. In this case, it happened a minute ago. Okay? Be careful when we use these expressions in Spanish. Maybe we can say that we have already had a breakfast would be nosotros ya hemos desayunado. In the case of yet, it will be has the post arrived yet? ¿Ha llegado el correo ya? O ¿el correo ha llegado aún? O no ha llegado aún el correo. Yet means aún. And I've just had dinner would be our recién. Recién he terminado de cenar.